good morning, and happy Monday. Hello, everyone. What a great day. Beginning of the week is what we call Monday, although Sunday, I think, is the first day. But it's good to be here with you. This is our Manifesting Monday. So let's manifest the rest of the family in here. Jeannie, our Auntie Jean Lorio in the flood zone. Oh gosh, well, let's lift up Texas for sure and turn that around. Grace Isis, good morning. Rick Morrow, Kathy Hand, Pat Moss, good afternoon to you, as well as our Hope Wellington on YouTube. Where are you? You're on YouTube. And yes, I hope you are well. Also, hope you and our beautiful Zena. Welcome, welcome. Deirdre, happy Monday to you, and thank you for sharing. Sally, good morning. Robert Dosa, welcome back. We haven't seen you in a while. Yes, let's wake up the peas and get them in here. It's a Monday morning. We're going to do some manifesting, y'all. So get in here. Erica, there you are. Good morning. All right, so let's go in and do our heart brain. Start our day off on that beautiful energy of love, acceptance, accept, align, allow. We're going to go into our heart by touching the heart center and slow down the breathing. Y'all know the steps. Touching your heart, slowing down the breathing, and add in the joy. Add in something that makes you feel really, really good, really warm inside, and peaceful, happy. So get in touch with that place inside of you where that is. And then your heart and your brain start to communicate. So let's do this for another minute. And hold on to that feeling of love, because we're going to fill our cups totally full with love today. So after we do this for a minute, we're going to share what our I am story is. What are you telling us today? What is your story that you want to put out to the universe? The story you want to tell yourself and that you want to tell the family. So let's do this for the next minute, and then all of us share together. I am enough. I am worthy. I am a spark of the divine. I am joyful. I am happy. I am healthy. I am ready to greet this day. I am love, and I am peace. I'd love to know what your I am is this morning as we see who else is coming in. Good morning, Becky. And Deirdre's putting out the call to all the P's to get in here. Thank you. Suzanne, good morning. And Sally's sounding a boat horn into everyone's dreams. Rise and shine, everybody. Jennifer, good morning. And Deirdre says, I am a drop who remembers that I am also the ocean. I love that. When you look into the mirror, what do you see? You're not just that drop, you're everything. Becky, I am healthy, healing, and happy. Suzanne. Oh, Suzanne heard Deirdre all the way from New York to Pennsylvania. Sally, I am here, present and aware, and I am love. And Pat Moss, I am decluttering. It's a good feeling. It certainly is. And it's needed if you're going to manifest. Did you know that? The more you can declutter, the more you can get things in an order instead of scattered, then the more manifesting you're going to do. And when you declutter and you clean out the closet, then you have room for more of what you really want, not the things that are just sitting there still and stagnant, right? Jean Lorio, I am safe, I am healthy, I am grateful, and I am not alone. Beautiful. Erica, I'm grateful to be alive. And Becky says, I am a ray of sunshine. Yes, yes, yes. Hope says, I am healthy. Absolutely. Claim it, sister. Claim that good health in your life. Kathy says, I am worthy. I am loved. I am abundant, and I am peace. Jennifer says, I am enough. Becky, yes, yes, those positive affirmations. Why do we do those positive affirmations every day? What's the purpose? You know, I've asked that before. Like, why am I talking to myself like this? And then I remember words of wise mentors through the years. And especially when I found The Secret, that was years ago, probably now about maybe 10 years ago, that I saw the movie. I didn't read the book at the time, but I saw the movie The Secret, and how every one of those people that spoke during that movie, that wrote in the book, every one of them without fail said it matters how we talk to ourselves. It matters what we say after those words, I am. If somebody asks you who or what you are, what do you say? Do you put yourself down? Do you say, I am nothing? And then start believing that story? Your I am is your story. Look at these beautiful I ams that were shared here today. That's the story that's being put out. When I say I am enough, that means that I am seeing myself in who I am. I am spirit. I am a spark of the divine creator that created everything. And when I tell myself that story, which is true, it is a true story, but it's just a reminder. And when I say that to myself, everything in me starts believing that nothing is impossible, that anything can happen. I can do whatever I want. No, I can't jump off a cliff and fly, but if I want to accomplish something, if I want to be successful, then yeah, I can do that because I have everything that I need to accomplish whatever it is that I want to accomplish. So when we start telling those I am stories, we are really sharing what our subconscious mind is saying about us. And if your subconscious mind is telling you you're healthy, then your conscious mind is going to start saying, oh, guess what? I feel pretty good right now. So we go into the now moment with these I am stories. We go into what is the absolute truth. So, what are you saying? Like Suzanne, I am healthy and blessed. Yes, yes, yes. You are healthy. You are blessed. Believe your I am stories. Julie Kiss, good morning. Julie says, I am happy. When we tell ourselves that, it's a way of looking at the world because happiness comes from the inside. So it's a way of looking at the world from our inside self, not from what we may be experiencing in this moment of if we look around and see chaos, if we look around and we can find whatever we want to find when we look. That's why it's so important, I think, for us to always surround ourselves with like-minded people, to surround ourselves with uplifting people and those that are sharing the good in the world. We need good news because that's not being reported on TV or radio. We're not hearing about the heroes in the world. We're not hearing about the ones that sacrifice their time, that sacrifice their effort, all the volunteers that do good in the world, the ones that work with children, the ones that work with animals, the ones that work with the elderly. None of that's being put out there into the news, quote, news. The only thing that's put out there is all the bad that's happening. And that's what the focus is on. So it's important for us to remember that there are two sides of the coin. We're going to find what we look for. If we look for that, quote, news that's going on in the world, yeah, we're going to find it. It's there. We're not denying that there are people hating on each other, that there's stuff going on that's not pleasant to hear about or to look at. But is that all we're going to look for in this world? Are we also going to see those people that are out there every day changing the world? Those people that are out telling others about peace, telling others how they can improve themselves in whatever situation they're in, that are going into other countries even where people are starving or people are not having great economical success. There's people that are on missions of building up the world and helping the world. So I think we need to have that good news channel, that place where we can just turn that on and say, oh, what's happening today that we can celebrate? What's happening today that we can uplift each other with, that we can share some good news? So let's do that. Let's make this a good news channel. Let's make this a channel where we talk about what's happening that's good in the world. You can turn on pretty much any other channel on YouTube and on Facebook, on social media, and you can see all the things, all the ways people are tearing each other apart. But let's report some good news. If you have something that somebody is doing that you're aware of, some mission they're on, some cause that they have brought into the world, share it. Share that good news. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear what's happening right, not what's going wrong. The only reason we would want to know what's going wrong is so we can pray for those people who are out there as the instigators or whatever is happening, and those that are in the way of maybe fires or floods. We know that we don't have any control over that other than prayer and asking for things to change and for miracles to happen. But let's talk about what's good. What is good in your world right now? And let's see if there are any of the affirmations that I missed. Grace Isis, thank you for being here. I am thankful for my yawn, stretch, opening of my eyes, and for the meandering of this day. And I am peace. Giving gratitude even for the fact that you're alive. I woke up this morning. I opened my eyes this morning. Every day, that's how I start my day. Every day when I wake up, I don't say, oh no, I got to get up, got to go do that morning show. What I say is, thank you, God, for another day. Thank you for another opportunity to be with the people I love, the people I care about, that I get to come on and see their beautiful names and their energy and their uplifting of each other. That's what we do here. This is the Good News Channel, because you come on here and you just share love with each other. What else? Rochelle, good morning. Marietta, let's all rise up, up, up to a higher plane as Teri gets off her soapbox, right? And Deirdre, how awesome is it to know that we are changing the world? Yes, ma'am, we certainly are. We are putting out a frequency that is off the charts good. We are raising each other up. We are helping each other. We're putting our hand out and saying, come on, come with me. Let's lift the energy. Let's lift that frequency to a higher plane, as our Marietta says. And Suzanne says, yes, yes, yes. You all need to read Teri's book, Changes. It's so uplifting. I love it. Oh, Suzanne, thank you for those words. Our book club that meets on Wednesdays online is working through and reading and discussing a book that I put together a few years ago. I can't remember now what year it was published, but the book is called Changes. Life changes when you do. And it is the story of transformation. It's the story in people's own words of challenges and struggles they went through. And there's all kinds of things, something that anybody can relate to. And then what happened? How were we triumphant? How did we make it through that and come to the realization that, you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay. I made it through that fire. So thank you, Suzanne, for bringing that up. And Suzanne's giving us some good news. People in Germany are really getting together and helping the flood victims. It's beautiful to see the generosity in all this tragedy. I love good news. Thank you for sharing that, Suzanne. And Deirdre says, you are so right, Suzanne. Thank you, Deirdre. And Jean says, Suzanne, I hope all your family in Germany are safe, and we're praying for them. Yes, let's lift up those places where the floods are still really, really causing a lot of problems, and remembering the families of those who have perished already in the floods. So all of those places where there's stuff going on. And Jean, I did not know that there were floods going on in Texas. So thank you for making us aware of that so that we can pray for you and for everyone that's there that's happening too. All right, I pulled a Kuan Yin card while you all still give us any good news you want to share. So just put it in the comments. If you have something that you want us to celebrate, something that you're aware of that's happening where people are showing their very best and bringing in more peace, love, and joy in our world, please share it. Please make this a morning where we can all say, wow, look at the good that's happening out there. Look at the people with heart that are jumping in and helping, and whatever that looks like. So share, share, share. All right, so Kuan Yin, our message from Kuan Yin today is Sweeping Sister Willow. Here is a healing that brings with it forgiveness and the release of old pain. As sweeping Sister Willow gracefully sweeps any sadness and pain from your heart and soul. Your time for greater inner freedom is dawning, and the cleansing of sadness and healing of forgiveness create the pathway to that greater freedom now. You deserve this freedom, and you are swiftly becoming ready to claim it. Claim that healing, claim that freedom from whatever it is that's holding you back. Somebody mentioned decluttering. When we can go in and see what's there that's not needed anymore, what don't we need that we're holding on to? For some people, what's being held on to for way too long is anger, sadness, regret, blame, shame, guilt. Those are all human things that we do, right? We feel those, and there's nothing wrong with feeling whatever comes up for you to feel. But please don't live there. Don't live in that energy constantly. Look at what's there that's not serving you. Yes, the anger might have served its purpose. It's good to get angry at things. It's good to look at something that's happening that's really bad, if we want to use that word as a judgmental word, but there are bad things that happen in the world. And it's good to get angry because that motivates you to do something. You don't stay in the anger, you don't live there. Your brain starts to say, oh, is there anything I can do about that? What can I do about that situation? So anger can be a great motivator for us to start a cause, to put out an energy for other people to look at, oh, that might be a solution. That might be something that turns this around and that pivots away from it. So anger is good, but not when you're constantly staying in that state of anger. You have to move on from it for anything good to come from that anger. So what is it in you that just needs to be cleared away? And let that energy of the goddess Kuan Yin, the angels, the masters, Christ consciousness, our creator, allow all of that beautiful, positive energy to help you look at what it is that you're stuck in and then release it. When you're ready, when you're ready, you will know that it's time for you to let it go. Okay, and Robert Dosa says, oh, I started decluttering in the home that me and my grandmother live in. It's a slow process, but at least I started it. Now the energy flow is much better. Robert, that is the important thing, is starting, actually taking a step to do something. And when we're talking about manifesting, because this is our Manifesting Monday, it's important to start somewhere. We can have all the dreams in the world. We can want so much for ourselves. And that's good because that's the beginning, right? The beginning is the thinking, the thought that you're going to create. But then you have to take some action. You have to add the action in to bring forth that dream. So I have been reading The Secrets. I have been studying what some of these really innovative and life-changing people are saying to us. These people that know what it's all about, that know the secret to really manifesting and bringing things into the world. And there's people in here like Bob Proctor. You might have heard that name. Lisa Nichols, I talk about her all the time. She is one person that has influenced my life so much for the positive and helped me to see my worth and turn things around in my own life. Jack Canfield, Michael Bernard Beckwith, Dr. Joe Vitale. There's people like that that share with us what they feel the secret is to their success, to rising up. So what I want to read on this Manifesting Monday is this page called The Secret Summaries. What you resist, you attract because you are powerfully focused on it with emotion. To change anything, go within and emit a new signal with your thoughts and feelings. Let's look at that. It's the law of attraction. That's what this book is all about. And whatever we are emitting from us, that's what we're attracting. Whatever we're putting out there as our energy, we're getting more of it. So if you are sad, and that's the energy you're putting out minute after minute, then you're attracting more of that low vibration energy. And I'm not saying you can go from sadness to exhilaration just by changing your thought. It's over time. It's a little bit at a time. It's moving that energy, not letting it sit stagnant. The same with any of those energies that I mentioned, the shame, the blame, the guilt, the judgment, the criticism, and yes, even the anger. When you're putting out anger constantly, then you're going to start seeing more things to be angry at because you're attracting that to you. I want to stop before I go to the next one and see. Suzanne says, I really have to let go of this belief I can't do this. It is a belief, Suzanne. And I know that you're aware of Ali O'Shea and how Ali has taught us that a belief is just a thought you keep on thinking. If you keep on thinking, I can't do this, then guess what? That is your belief system, and that's what you buy into. But does that work for you? This is how we change our beliefs. We ask that question, is that working for me? Or how is that working for me? And then how can I change it? How can I change that belief that I can't do it? How can we pivot away and turn those words around and say to ourselves, yes, I can. I can do this. I am a spark of the divine. I can do what I set my mind to do because it's not just me alone. It's me in the universe. It's me in this beautiful family that has come together here. I can do this. I can do what I put my mind to do. And Robert says, yes, yes, time for old to go out and let the new in. I agree. It is time. What are we waiting for? Why are we holding on to something that doesn't serve us? And Sally said, this morning it was anger for me. We caught 4 shoplifters yesterday and had to face off with them. I let them know about karmic paybacks and asked them to just leave, but I kept the anger because that is never what I wanted to have to do. Then found that they badmouthed our center and me for doing so. Tony helped me release the anger. Good. Thank you, Tony, for doing that. And thank you, Sally, for letting go of it. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. You didn't create that situation where somebody came in with a motive, and that motive was, oh, I can do whatever I want in here. I can take this and, not pay for it. You did nothing wrong. So release that anger, because the anger is not hurting them. Your anger is only hurting yourself. It's only keeping yourself in that vibration. So release it with love, release them with love, and let it go, sister, let it go, because you are going to keep yourself in the higher vibration of love and joy and happiness, and knowing that what you have created there in your town is something that's needed and wanted and something beautiful. And you put hard work into it. You pay to be there in that place. So yes, you have that right to charge for the things that you create, the things that you put out in your store. So let go of the anger. Let's see what the next one is. You cannot help the world by focusing on the negative things. I swear I hadn't read ahead. You cannot help the world by focusing on the negative things. As you focus on the world's negative events, you not only add to them, but you also bring more negative things into your own life. So, as I was saying, when we focus on what's going bad in the world, what's happening that stirs up that negative energy, then we're seeing more of it. We just keep seeing it. It's like a tumbleweed. It's going to just keep rolling and keep going. And if we follow that tumbleweed, we're just going to be focused on that one thing that's going on. If we focus on what's happening good and positive in the world, then that's what we're going to see more of. We're going to be paying attention to that. We can't change the world by focusing on the negative. We change the world by focusing on what the positive energy is. And Pat says, my daughter asked me if I have changed my mindset as the atmosphere around me is calmer. Yeah, that's it exactly. We get into a mindful state of saying, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I looking at? What am I focused on? And good morning, Catherine Kovacs, who joined us. All right, I want to get the rest of these read. There's only a few more. And then we're going to go into our prayer time. Instead of focusing on the world's problems, give your attention and energy to trust, love, abundance, education, and peace. When you're focused on those things, then you're more aware of the difference it makes out in the world, just like Pat and her daughter. You're aware that something shifts inside of you, something changes that brings you to a higher vibration, a higher frequency. We will never run out of good things because there's more than enough to go around for everyone. Life is meant to be abundant. We should all write that down and keep it in front of us for us to see at all times. We will never run out of good things because there's more than enough to go around for everything. Life is meant to be abundant. Keep that foremost in your thoughts. You have the ability to tap into the unlimited supply through your thoughts and feelings and bring it into your experience. Now that's important. So tapping into that energy is looking at the positive, looking at what is possible instead of what we see as a limit for us. If I say I can't drive another 1,000 miles, then no, that's a limit I place on myself. But if I look at the journey and say, oh, piece of cake, I've already gone 18,000 miles, what's another 1,000? You know, if we look at it and put it in perspective and don't put a box around it, don't say I can't, then anything is possible. Anything that we want to tap into, we can bring it into our own experience, whatever that looks like for you, whatever you're putting out there that you say, I want to do this, or I want this, and put out the energy of it's possible. I can have it. I can do it. And the last one, praise and bless everything in the world, and you will dissolve negativity and discord and align yourself with the highest frequency, which is love. It sounds kind of strange, doesn't it, to praise and bless everything? But that's what it takes. If we start back to the very first one, if we start resisting, if we start saying, oh, that's awful, that's horrible, that's a resistance. If we say, it is what it is, it's happening, it's there, I'm not going to go into any resistance over it. I am just going to send blessings and praise and know that everything is working perfectly, as our Marietta teaches us. Then we're changing ourselves. We're changing our mindset, our mindfulness, and putting that energy out into the world instead of the energy of, oh, poor, pitiful me. Look at what's going on around me. No, we're saying, I am staying in my high vibration, even if it looks like the sky is falling down, even if it looks like people are all just spinning around on their heads. I'm still staying in my high vibration, and I choose to see the good in the world. It is a choice. We live with the consequences of our decisions. So when we make a choice to look for the good, we're going to live with the consequences of that. And what are those consequences? We just read that whole page, that what we look at, what we focus on, we bring into our experience. So it changes us. That's how we change inside. And then that change goes to the outside. It is a miracle that we now have the ability to share all of these things with each other. For years, most of our life, most of the world's life, we didn't have all of these methods that we have now of interacting and communicating with each other. We live in a miraculous world. We live in a world where, with the touch of a button, 16, 17 people can come together and can see that we're all of the same mindset, that we're all wanting the very best for each other, that we're all lifting each other up. That's the world we live in now. Whatever you want to call it, the instant gratification that we get, whatever you want to term it, it's a beautiful, miraculous way to live. And we can look at it in that way. Or we can look at it, as some say, it's an addiction to be on social media. Well, everything in moderation. But when we use it for the good, and we turn on our social media or turn on a Zoom meeting or whatever, Gaia TV, whatever it is, then we're filling our mind with positive, We're helping each other to grow spiritually. So look at it any way you want, but if you look at it in the positive that it's bringing to you, then just give gratitude for that. Give gratitude that we can sit and talk to each other and chat with each other, and that we can make a difference in each other's lives. All right, so let's put the prayers in there because I see that I've talked a lot today. But I hope that what I said and the words that I brought forth to you make a difference. Maybe not in this very moment. Maybe you're still sitting there in some of that energy that we talked about. Maybe you're still focused on what's going wrong. But I hope it makes a difference and makes you start thinking that, hey, let me look at what's going right. Let me look at some positive things that are happening in the world and see if I can get into that kind of vibration. We put out a frequency. Each one of us emits a frequency into the world, and that goes into the collective pool of the frequency of the whole planet. So what you do, what you think, what you say, what you feel does make a difference. It has an impact on the world. Which way do you want to change the world? Do you want to change the world in a positive way and add to the higher frequency? Or do you want to stay stirring that pot of anger and sadness and shame and blame and regret, living in the past, focusing on what was, what has been, will only keep that energy stirred up. If you focus on the now, this very now moment, what's happening here? What's happening in this now moment where you are? You're seeing each other. You're seeing the love. I see hearts. When I look at the screen, I see hearts. And that heart represents love. The smiley faces, that represents love. That represents you putting out an energy to others that's coming from your heart, that's coming from inside of you. So whatever you choose, there's consequences to those choices. I choose love. I choose to see all of you in all your beauty coming together to lift each other up. So what do you need to be lifted up for right now? What do you need to share with us that we can lift up and we can hold you close in our hearts and say, I want to send positive, loving energy to that person. I want to send positive, loving energy to that situation. So even though the floods are destructive, we're going to send positive energy their way for them to dissipate, for it to just not create such a destructive energy where it's at. We're going to send positive, loving energy into the fires that are raging and ask for whatever can happen, whether that's rain or the manpower to put them out, whatever is needed, we're going to pray for that and lift that up. If there's someone that's hurting, if you're hurting physically, if you're in pain, whether that's a physical pain, emotional, spiritual, or mental, we're going to lift you up. So that's why we share our burdens. That's why we share what's going on. So this is the time. If you want to put your prayers in there, do it now so we can all see them and we can all bring our energy together to lift each other up. So let's see if we have any prayers to lift up today. Janet Byron, good morning to you. Sally says, prayers going out for all here and our families and friends, for Tony, for Melody Clausen, my daughter Cabrina and her yoga studio issues, and for the 4 young ladies from yesterday. Thank you, Sally, for doing that. And for myself to find the perfect laptop today. Yes, let's get that energy flowing for that to come to your awareness so that you know what it is that is going to be that perfect instrument for you to use. Our electronics are tools, and when we have the right tools to work with, things start flowing, things start working in a better way, an easier, softer way for us. Rochelle, prayers for energy to declutter my home, maybe, and prayers for our family. Deirdre, continue prayers for Danya, for our Angelic River family, for Gaia, and for world peace. And yes, Deirdre, let's put you in that prayer circle also and help you to find that perfect home that you're looking for, and lift up your vibration and lift up your energy as a supporter for your daughter. And Tammy, prayers for my daughter and I, please, and their unspoken prayers. Absolutely, we'll lift you both up. Pat Moss, pray for my stepdaughter that the anger she has toward me will disappear, sending her love and light. See her covered in that beautiful pink glow of love. Just keep pouring that over her, Pat, and we'll lift you both up. Suzanne, please pray for my daughters and myself, for our family here, for Gaia, for all in need, love, peace, and compassion. Kim Blood, thank you for being with us. Prayers for Dean, who's having polyps removed today. And let's pray for those who didn't join in with us this morning. Our Linda Lemieux wasn't here, so let's lift her up. Stacy, anyone that normally is in here with us, let's put our arms around them and hold them. There's our Leo, lifting Leo up for whatever he's going through, and for his friends. Let's remember his friends that he always puts in the prayer circle. For DJ, for Lakshmi, Brittany, those are the ones he usually puts in, and then, of course, the earth, lifting up our dear Mother Gaia for peace, love, joy, calmness, and growth on our earth. All right, so anybody else that you want to put in there, please keep me in your prayers as I'm packing up the Angel Mobile today, hitting the road first thing in the morning, and just let's make it a smooth, easy trip going back to the East Coast, ending up in New York for a bit before I head further south. So anyone that's along the way, just if you want that Angel Mobile to stop, just flag it down. Put the energy out there for it to come your way and send me a message, and we'll see if we can get together. Thank you, Jennifer. And Jennifer, I can't wait to see you when I come down into Florida for a visit. All right, so we've got just a few minutes left before we need to clear the airwaves. Let's just love on each other. Just take a deep breath in. Just remember what we've talked about today, that whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking, that energy you're putting out makes a difference. Let's make it one of love right now in these next few minutes. Just hold that energy of love in your heart. Just bring it in. Breathe it from the highest high that we can go to, from our Creator. I call it God, call it whatever you want, Great Spirit, Creator. And let's just bring that love down into our hearts. We don't have to go far to feel that love. Just take a breath. Focus on who you are. You are a spark of the divine. You are spirit residing inside that human body. And now give that love away. Spread it to those who are here listening right now, those who will listen on the replay. those who may be experiencing something that we're not aware of. Let's lift everyone up that was put in the prayer circle and everyone who's going through something that's unmentioned. Let's pray for our earth plane. Let's pray for those places where there's a destructive force going on, and the people and the animals that are there, and the land, the trees, the plants. Let's just lift all of that up. Let's pray for a calmness to come over our world. Calm energy that shows us that peace is here. Peace is possible. And it starts inside of each one of us. It starts with connecting in with who we are, bringing that love close to our hearts, and then sharing that love with each other. It's my prayer that the words spoken here today, the love that flowed here today from each person, will make a difference in your life, will help you to see your worth. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of abundance. You are worthy of joy. You are worthy of happiness. Reach out and grab it. Grab onto what's being offered and pull that into your heart. Hold it in your heart all day long. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed, because you are so loved. You are so wanted as a part of this collective energy. You are wanted. When's the last time that you heard those words? You are welcome here with open arms. You are a part of something bigger than you. That part that you play is your heart. It's giving of your love. It's giving of your energy. And as you are here today in this moment, let's give that energy. Let's give that love. We do it every day on here. Every day we say those magic words. Every day we mean them. And we go forth from this place different. We go forth a little changed in the knowing of who we are and that we are indeed loved. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, thank you. I love you. Those are magic words. And when you start typing them in like you all do at the end of this show, it warms my heart. I know it warms each other to see it coming, wherever it's coming from. We are all over the world, so we're changing the world, one person at a time, one statement at a time, one feeling at a time, and that feeling is love. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for being a creator of love and light in these moments we've had together. I love you so much. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. Beautiful words. I love you so much. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. So come on, let's play. Come on, let's play today. And let's pray today for each other, wanting only the best for each other.
Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Kick back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time.
Thank you for coming in and filling up your cup with joy today. Thank you, everybody. I love you so much. Namaste, y'all.